in the team, but it will still be fun, just as a like, competitive aspect and as a spectator. I think it's the most fun series to watch in Dota now. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And from your side, when you think about what happened 2 years ago with Fly and the fact that now Samel is joining, what do you think about it?
I really think it's fun matches against EG. I just think they got funnier. I don't know. I'm excited to play. I'm super excited to play.
Waiting for other questions from the community. Otherwise, I think we'll be wrapping. Yeah, and I was wondering, what are your goals, your personal goals this year within OG?
Personal goal,
What is going to be 2020 Samel?
2020 Shamel. I want a road to be a flower. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just I want to learn. It's a new culture too, Europe, and yeah, I'm just gonna like grow as a person, I think, and as a player. That's the goal. I think everything else is gonna come naturally. I don't want to focus too much on winning. Yeah, just gonna play and learn from the boys.
And last one, because we know that OG has a signification pretty much for everyone. So what is the signification of OG for you?
That's a hard one.
What does it stand for?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
Can't help you here at all. That's a hard one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
yeah, think about it. We'll give
I'm
this
looking
one
at the
for
logo and I'm
later
thinking,
on
yeah.
social media. Yeah,
Overly
maybe.
gorilla. Overly gorilla.
Overly gorilla. That's a pretty
Today
good
it's
one.
overly gorilla.
After last true side, that's a decent one, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with
Overly
that.
gorilla. That's a good
Anything
one.
you would like to say to the fans watching you tonight and who are welcoming you to the OG family also?
Yeah, thank you for the warm welcome in Europe. I did not expect it as much as I got in
Yeah.
Europe. And we're going to be playing in a week or two, I think, opens. And yeah, just look forward to watch us play. And I think we will be delivering some decent Dota at least. Yeah.
Well, congrats and welcome to the family. And talking about the OG family, it's growing even more. So please let's welcome on stage everyone, missing players, and also the CS team that we didn't
All right, how are we gonna
see
sit?
before. Thank you, guys.
We're squeezing.
Are we squeezing?
We're squeezing.
And also, yeah, thanks to everyone who's here tonight, people that you can't see who are working from backstage, people on social media, all the fans supporting the OG family for so many years. Yeah, thanks to everyone for being here tonight. And we can, I think, move on. And I'm sorry, we can, I think, move on and focus a bit more on CS:GO because we see the CS:GO family here. They joined the family recently, so I want to focus a bit more about these guys. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask you kindly to go off the stage right now, except the
leaving.
CS:GO guys.
All right, we're just
And
keeping
Seb, you're
CS:GO.
staying with me. And thank you, Samuel.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
What? I'm done.
It's gonna be crowded for the If he wants to stay, he can stay. I mean, yeah. Wow.
All right. We're all
Some
cozy.
big announcements here as well, because I see a face from the CIS team we never saw before. Hi! Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice
So
to
you're
meet you.
joining the team as the head coach, right? You've been working with them for several months now, from what I hear.
I started working with them after the Christmas break,
Okay.
so roughly 1 month with the boys.
How is it going so far with the team?
Yeah, it's going really well. I think like the synergy is getting better each day, and I get to learn them like the more we play and together, and also like from the feedback I give from them, and I think it's been really good so far, and I can't like wait for our first official matches together.
Nice, yeah, and it's going to be in a few weeks already, but before that, let's rewind a bit, because Seb, CS team in OG, that was the big announcement from the last part of last year, so tell me how it happened. Why CS? Why this guy?
I mean, CS is just an awesome game.
Yeah.
Seriously, like it's such a complex game. It's very subtle. It's extremely competitive. We were always looking, like as an org, OG was always looking at CS. It's a game that has, our entire like respect and admiration. it's that competitive that it's not easy. I think to have a proper like kind of shape a proper journey in CS because of how competitive the scene is really. But there were favorable circumstances. You know, like super high profile players that we truly believe have the perfect mindset and kind of skills required to be the best in the world if they weren't already. So in that sense, it just made sense. It just made sense. It was very obvious, and we were lucky enough that they also saw it that way. It made sense to them, and this is how it all happened. And now we're just blessed that it's a thing, that it's real.
How did you build this lineup, and who built this lineup?
It's mostly the credit.
We just found each other on the street,
Nathan.
something like that.
Just random, like this. Yeah.
Just walked into each other.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a team anymore too. Oh yeah, cool. Let's make something.
Hey,
It's been just a long weeks and month of talk where several things changed along the way. Like everything was just very complex. It was not the best moment in Counter-Strike to change everything and to have changes like this. But luckily, I think we found each other quite directly in the mentality and the way we think about Counter-Strike, we approach building a team and all of that. And so it obviously helps into putting things together. And yeah, I mean, from there, it was just a matter of actually being able to play together. And then it was just a process that just worked out.
And how is it going so far? How do you guys play together?
For me personally, we've just been grinding. We've been getting more comfortable with each other. And I feel like if you have Isa in the team, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, since he just makes the atmosphere so much better. But yeah, we're just getting known each other. We're just getting more comfortable with each other. Yeah, we're just grinding.
I know you've just had a boot camp, and can you tell me how it went, the training and everything? I know you're preparing to go to what is it?
Pro
Blast soon, and I
Yeah.
Pro Blast soon. How is it gonna go for you guys?
A lot of work, to be honest. We had a rough beginning of January, just like the first week or something, just getting into it. But then there were a lot of talks, a lot of help from OG as well, Seb in particular, and things just started clicking a bit more. So we need a lot of basis in the team because it's a first international team for everyone except for Isa. But for the rest of us, we have to build basis and build something that we never had before. And doing this, putting like 5 experience, 5 backgrounds with different approaches to Counter-Strike, how to make a team and all of that, is a big challenge. But even then, like the 2 months we spent together playing and all of that, we're really building something that makes sense, that is coherent, and we actually progress a lot day after day, and we can feel that. So it's the most important, just progressing, and then who knows what's the limit? We don't even know ourselves. It's just a matter of what can we do? And so we're going to keep on progressing up until we reach, I don't know, winning maybe.
Do you know the strength you can have so far from playing together?
His big brain. and I think one of the big things for the team is like the synergy we have.
Yeah.
Coming from the French scene, I don't know if it's the best example, but there were a lot of things where you don't always agree, and then things go south from there. But with this roster so far, as soon as we had problems or anything, we can speak about it a lot, and then we still remain friends and with a good atmosphere and everything around it. So that's a very important part into progressing, especially with the way we put the team together, international roster and all of that. So the fact that we're open to one another and working all the time, like with the people that have more experience in a role or whatnot, just being able to speak with the others and like exchange, like we practice for like 6-7 hours together, and then like we take a break for 2 hours, and then we go back on the server to like work individually, whether it is with me, Alexi, or Raga, anyone. Like people are really eager to be better, and I think that's the trademark of the team so far. Like we're really going hard into it, and we're not letting things being random. It's just like we're here for something, we're going to work for it, and we're going to get it.
And you all had a career before joining OG. I mean, different orgs, different teams. What was the challenge of coming together with different backgrounds?
To be honest, it was not too hard since we had Nathan, and I feel like myself, we both can work well with people, with other players, and I feel like what got the team together was obviously what Montu already mentioned, like Isa being in the team.
Yeah.
He's known for playing in international teams, and he's known for like keeping a good atmosphere within the team. And it really helps a lot if you watch it from the outside perspective. And I'm sure Casper knows it as well. Like after watching for us for 1 month here, and like nobody has mentioned Valde yet, but the guy is just so calm, and he does his job like perfectly. And the way he could adjust from being the leader in North and suddenly like stop leading and going back to his old self, like focusing on himself and, you know, being the clutch player. I think he's showing more and more of that, and I'm just ready for 2020.
And taking a step back on all things and thinking about OG as an org as a whole, I mean, you have CS on one side and Dota on the other side, who are like one of the best esports existing. So I'm just wondering, are you guys gonna work together, maybe share the wisdom, the experience you can have, and Nathan, the experience you can have as well? Is it gonna be a two-way street, or are you just gonna go and have your journey?
No, I think, I mean, the tricky part about it would be the schedules, of course, you know, making it fit. I mean, these guys, they have a really heavy schedule, just like we do. So in that sense, it's a challenge. But I think that we're all very open-minded people, and also humble in the sense that we like to learn from other persons. And when you see, like great competitors around you with different backgrounds, different teams, different orgs, different stories, different personalities, I mean, all of that put together, really, it's so rich that, of course, yeah, you want to learn from it. And whenever I get the chance to talk to these guys, it's like I look at it as being lucky. I'm like, yeah, you kind of, they'll help you grow, even if sometimes you're not aware of it, and hopefully they can also, get from our experience and stuff. So in that sense, it's something that is really cool. You don't get to do it often, but we definitely want to, take every chance that we get at doing so. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, the feeling that you get when you see, other people wear the same jerseys and the same color. It's like it's a feeling of pride, really. And I don't know, we're like kids, when they compete now, we know how it feels. Like we look at the game and it's like it's so much stress because we have no impact on it, and we really want them to win. So we're like, I'm gonna become spiritual, or like I'm gonna need stuff to hold on. It's like to try to help from 1,000 kilometers away. But no, it's just really cool.
What do you think you can learn from them?
I mean, a lot of things, seriously, like everything that comes to how they tackle their own like selves, their own how they approach competition, their team dynamics. There's so much. I couldn't even come up with a decent list. Like, there's so much you can learn. I think you can also learn a lot from like the differences between the games. There are similarities, and that's a fact, but there are also big differences. I think communication differences, team dynamics, preparation. All of that, really. So it's been a big learning experience. For me personally, it's been a big learning experience. Yeah.
And same question for the CS team. Anything you think you can learn from the Dota squad? Nathan, you should watch the game first. I think that's yeah.
So when we had our first boot camp in Poland, a few of the OG guys, Jerex amongst others, were already there. So they were like joining in on TeamSpeak and sitting behind us while we were practicing. And I feel like even though we play different games, we all reached a point in our lives where we're actually able to make a living from a game. Yeah. And that means that you reached a certain point in skill. So even though they might not understand everything about CS and vice versa, I still feel like we can share so many of our experiences. And yeah, I feel like it's great being part of something bigger. And I really feel that since I've been a part of OG. So yeah, I'm really stoked for 2020.
Go ahead.
And also, like, before I joined the team, I had a lot of talks with Seb, and I feel like the biggest difference for me going into this team was like the philosophy all the way from the OG management down to the players. And I think it's the first time that there has been like a clear main thread about which way like the team is supposed to develop. And that's also said to Seb after our talks that he really like made me self-reflect in a way I haven't like done in a long time. So I think that was really, really good for me. Also knowing like the job I go into, normally it's been like you've done things in a certain way for so long in this game, but when you see other perspectives on it, it's really healthy for you as a competitor too, because coaches are competitors too, and we also need to develop. So yeah, I think that was the really cool part that really like signed me up to this team.
I know that backstage I was mentioning with Seb the fact that recently most of the esports org are, working with the bigger stuff, whether it's going to be a nutritionist or sports athletes and stuff like that. Any sorts of things like that you would like to see in the CS team this year?
I think we can definitely learn from it. Like how deep you dive into it is really up to the individual, because someone will like reflect and do really good things and implement it into their daily routines, while others already have their own routine that they have working for them. I know that, for instance, like Valdir like do a lot of mental preparedness for the games, and I think that's a really good step in the right direction. And as long as we can learn from each other and get some small tricks here and there, I don't think we have to like develop like the the plan all over again. But like gaining like the small tricks is definitely something we can help.
All right, well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in action. When is the first tournament? In 2 weeks? 1 week?
Yeah.
The next tournament
next
for you
tournament.
guys. The first few days?
Yeah, we play on, is it Saturday morning?
Yeah,
Yes.
Saturday morning, early, fun game.
Okay, you guys ready?
No,
go.
there is one thing. Like it's gonna be important matches because we all come from respective teams. So he creates stories, and obviously, so he doesn't want to talk too much. So we'll do it for him. But we're gonna be facing ENCE, which is obviously the former team of Alexi, and I think we just have a point to prove. Every game is gonna be like this against our former teams. Like we just want to come in and be like, yeah, no, we're right. We're going to take you down. And
Which
so
is-
it's the point. We're here for that, and it's going to be every game, every tournament.
Yeah.
So obviously he's going to have to keep humble because he doesn't want to go too hard on it, and he doesn't want to take responsibility. I'll take responsibility for him. We have to go there, and we have to beat them.
But that's
all.
OG spirit in a nutshell. You heard Sumail before. He has a point to prove towards EG. That's how our team was formed initially. We had a point to prove too. So
Yeah, of
let's
course.
prove points, boys. Like, let's just prove points.
There is just one way. We have to make it. If we don't make it, we failed at it. So we can only win.
Well, I wish you a very good luck on that. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We still have more announcements on the way, Seb. What is the next one?
No, I can't just let it like this. Like it's too easy. You're not gonna get me like this.
Want to watch the video first?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
Let's watch it.
No tail. No tail.
All right, 3, 2, 1. No keys. I think that's it. Ah! Fuck! The pause! This pause! I can't! He just shoots in a random direction, man! Oh, I'm so Oh, why did you have to change this? Okay. Oh shit, I broke my screen. Shit!
You know what it is? I feel like this looks familiar next to you guys. What is it like to not have that?
Sometimes it was overwhelming. It was getting to me. I was like, yeah,
Is there anything else that you want to add to OG?
yeah. Maybe there's a player.
That's completely fine, right?
So as you guys noticed, Gorksy is joining the team, right?
Yeah, what?
Denmark?
You mean like the family?
I have.
No, I mean the team. He's going to be the next player, right?
You mean the Dota team?
So?
I mean, he will play Dota, but
What do you mean you think so?
you know,
What do you mean?
Wait, did I?
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Maybe I didn't get that. No, he's joining the family. The family.
So content creator. Yeah, let's just...
The family?
Welcome to the family. You're going to be the next content creator for OG.
Thank you.
How excited are you?
I'm super excited.
Okay, so tell me a bit more, because content creator, what does it mean? What are you going to do for OG? And with OG?
I'm still gonna stream
Okay.
our regular streams, but we will do extra bonus content that I think is gonna be fun for everybody. Together with OG, we'll make cool collaborations and stuff.
Yeah, this is exciting. I mean, what do you guys have in mind? How do you think you can collaborate?
I mean, this came very naturally. I mean, we just like anybody else in Dota, I guess. We watch his streams. You know, we spend time watching his streams.
all the breakfast that we had
At
Warsaw.
boot camps, we have this
Yeah.
even this ritual where, like, at breakfast, you know, like we'd watch, and then it would get us in a good mood, like, and in shape for like the day to come. It was really cool. Anyway, and then I mean, we just ended up, you know, like talking and exchanging, and we're like, yeah, there's probably something really cool to make happen. I think what transpires from your streams, you know, and I'm speaking under your control, but it's kind of the same vision. It's it's casual in the best way that you can put it.
Yeah.
It's like it's genuine, it's spontaneous. It's just Dota. It's about enjoying, sharing connection with your community, and that's something that we really appreciate. And hopefully we can be part of that community if we're not already. I mean, I've been spamming your Twitch chat, you haven't noticed, but that's something
like
else.
you.
But anyway, so it's about working together, making something cool happen.
Okay.
Yeah, as simple as that, really.
Johan, you want to add something?
That being said, I
Don't
mean,
mind them.
yeah, I mean, they're having a
They're
good time, right? They're having an
party's
amazing
good.
time.
Party's fun, yeah.
That being said, it's kind of a new venture for us. I can only speak for myself. I mean, I've streamed a bit, and now I've seen the business side of things, and streaming is a good way of reaching your fans. It's a good way to communicate, and it's a good way to also get a following. So there's cool stuff that we can do, and there's stuff to be worked on. But yeah, it's going to be like a learning on the go kind of experience. Just like every Dota game, you're going to have to learn on the go. And yeah, I mean, looking at Bulldog with Alliance, you got to think you can do better than that. So.
Oh my God, the shots.
That's relaxing.
That's what you like to hear.
Is there any content you have in mind already? And why do you think your style would fit with OG style?
I think my transparency and openness works well with OG. And for content, I think we had ideas of post-game interviews and tons of cool stuff, maybe behind the scenes, like in addition to the stream. And I think giving a perspective that doesn't really exist anywhere else, which I think a lot of people will like. And I will like it myself too. So
you're going to be following them around too during events and shoot some extra content?
We're not sure exactly how we're going to do that,
Okay.
but yeah, sometimes, maybe.
Yeah. When
Nice.
it feels right, when he's up to it, and we can make it happen, then it's just gonna be some, just casual, really cool approach, like we do genuine, and we're just gonna try to open a window on that to people. I mean, we've been hanging around for TrueSight, it's been great. Had this been a tournament, there would have been a lot of that too. And if we can just find a way to open up a window on that so that people get a glimpse of it too, I think that's really cool. We thought about joining him for post-game interviews, casual post-game interviews. After that's gonna be really fun. That's gonna be hella fun. I don't know. Basically, we're gonna see where this takes us. I think we get along really well. We share the same, approach and kind of mentality, and that something usually good comes out of these things. So yeah.
And I want to know a bit more about you. Tell me about your journey as creator, someone active online. What led you to take this road? What do you like the most about it?
I don't know really. I feel like I kind of fluked myself to the top. Like I just streamed every day. I had a good time. And eventually it just became a thing so big I couldn't ignore it. I quit university and went all in.
Yeah, it's not by chance. Come on, you hired the guy. Why is he so talented?
He's a friendly guy. People like him, and that's kind of the first step. He builds his own platform and his own audience. We don't want to work with anyone. Sorry, not anyone. We don't want to work with everyone. It has to fit. It has to be good. And our pops have been unsuccessful, and yet he stays friendly and he plays with me. So, yeah, please be my friend, man.
We've had some success. We've had some success. It wasn't Deva, was it?
Yeah, we beat EG that one time.
That was okay. I was pretty proud of that achievement.
Yeah, and we beat EG together. So now there's. Oh yeah,
that's how
bro.
we came together. Yeah.
Okay. And why did you like Dota in particular? Why not
I
another
don't know.
game?
It's so addictive to me. It's like a drug. I can't stop.
Yeah.
So Dota does to you, man. It's such a cool game. Yeah.
Like the game itself or the competition around the game? What do you like the most?
I think it's really both. Dota puts you in a place where you want to improve all the time, and this environment is perfect for me. I'm a very competitive person.
Mm. And can you tease a bit about the first pieces you're going to produce, or do you have an idea about the first content you're going to produce with OG?
I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Probably gonna be something around, I guess, qualifiers or major, or just casually chilling on stream. We just wanna. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Basically, it's like
step by step.
It's like group of friends getting together and wanting to take a fresher look at certain things. I think it's as simple as that. And what's really cool, I think, about his approach to how he interacts with his community, one out is it's competitive, yet it's relaxed, yet it's you get hooked to it because it's a very nice balance of everything. You got the memes, you got the quality of the games, you got the competition because he does watch games often, So there's really everything. I mean, that's why I tune in. That's why I figure people tune in, and yeah,
Wow.
basically we're just happy to, get to work with him and be part of it.
And begin this new journey. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this content and this backstage footage you're gonna do with the guys. But Seb, I don't think people were expecting this announcement. What about the team?
Yeah, we still got some fixing to do, I guess.
Yeah, there's something more coming tonight, or somebody I should say. Seb, why don't you go get him?
I'll go get him.
Oh, you want to go get him?
I'll go too.
Yeah, if you can do
Go
that.
for it.
Thank you.
Should we swap the seats and confuse them while they're
I'm
gone?
not sure, man. I'm not sure. So is the league gonna become real, or
So do you want to introduce the newest member of the team, or should I do it? Like,
am I going? Am I going out with it?
You're doing it.
No, I mean, serious mode now.
Yeah.
Serious mode is, there's a season ahead of us. The boys are looking at TI10 very seriously. All memes aside, we're already back to work, and we're already looking at what matters, and keeping OG where it is and where it's supposed to be. And we recreated, rebuilt, and it's an ongoing process, right? Like a group that we all really believe in. That hopefully can outshine what has been done. I'm sure it will. And what can I say? I mean, he's appeared in some pictures here and there, unfortunately. I guess at this point it's kind of known that we're not the masters of announcing. Like, it's
He may have been in a
meme.
photo, and that photo may have gone out, yeah.
That was a funny photo.
Yeah.
He happened to be in the same restaurant, grabbed a meal, kind of shook hands, and there he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you'll notice for yourself.
Yeah.
That's actually where we found him.
It's Saxa.
Saxa, thank you for
Saxa.
joining us.
Thanks for having me.
How excited are you right now?
About this team, I'm very excited. There's a lot of good players on this team, very high caliber. Like the results they have speak for that.
Yeah.
And I think they have these results because they are like really good people, and the understanding that they have of the game is like really nice. So being able to play with them is a privilege for me.
I mean, tell me about this decision, this announcement, the fact that you joined OG. How did this happen?
I don't know. One day I was just at a cafe, and then I just get this message from NoTail about maybe potentially joining OG. I mean,
Casually.
at first I kind of thought it was maybe OG seat, so I was like, I don't know if I want to do that maybe, but then I talked to him, and then that's when OG happened, and I'm pretty excited to be here.
Johan, tell me, what did you see in him?
Someone tall. Just kidding.
So, yeah, I can agree.
No. So in all honesty, like, and this was before it even got posted. It's funny.
Yeah.
It coincidentally happened a few days after. But Saxa has always stood out on every team he's been playing on. I've known very little about him as a teammate and how he is as a person. I've only seen kind of what you get from Dota, but you can take certain personality traits from the game to a person and make out not the whole picture of the guy, but something. And what you see is somebody who's really, really talented. And then when we had the idea of what kind of roster can we build, thought of Saxa, approached him. 4 days later, it's like the number one on Reddit, Saxa 3 accounts support rank 1, 2, 3 in EU, right?
Yeah, but then there was fake Saxa and fake
Saxa.
So which one are you? Are you fake Saxa or are you Saxa?
I know
Which
those
one
two
did we
other guys.
get?
They're just copycats maybe.
Oh,
Who knows?
But this is a very hard feat. I mean, this is very incredible because you have to keep those accounts active as they are up there and shit. So it's that speaks volumes. I think that's very good, but that's not everything. And that's also something Saxa will probably see. Is I don't know how it's been in other teams, but we focus a lot on not just how good you are at the game. MMR is fantastic, and that thing is incredible. But it's not the whole photo, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm just excited to get started. I think he's a beast, mean Batrider.
And Saxa, how about you? What can you learn from OG playing with them? What do you expect to learn from this team?
I mean, from the moment I started with these guys, like the way they just talk about the game, it's so much different from all the other teams I've been
Yeah.
on.
How?
Like they just talk about the game on a much deeper level than the other teams. The way they approach it is so much more different, and I feel like I can learn a lot from them, and hopefully I can step up to the challenge.
And I mean, Sumail just joined the team. You just joined the team. Are you excited to play also alongside him? He's a legend of the game. Also,
Yeah, I mean, you play with these players against these players like Sumail and Thompson, and it's like you hate them, but you hate them because they're good, you know. So that's like I respect them a lot, and being able to play with them is definitely nice, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
Well, welcome to the family. But I mean, I count four. I mean, sorry, you're not
Yeah,
in anymore.
I
I
don't
count
count
four
anymore.
players here. Someone is missing.
Yeah. And it's not Gorsi, we've established that, so we're all
Who's
safe.
where's
Our
the last
10
one?
fences.
Who could that be? We need to go back to that restaurant and find another player.
Yeah, that's a good restaurant. It's a good place.
It's a good-
It's a good place to find
Yeah, there were
players.
snacks there though, so just make sure that, don't get it wrong, bro.
But yeah, we do have one more player, and I believe we have a video announcing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he couldn't be with us tonight. So let's find out who he is.
Oh, that's awkward. I mean, we found out.
Hello guys, it's Midone here, and I am feeling pretty excited for joining OG for this upcoming seasons for the next TI and stuff. I mean, we haven't qualified for TI, but I'm very excited to play with them, and I'm ready. That's all I can say.
And that was sent from the OG prison, I mean OG boot camp.
So Midone will be the latest member of the lineup. Can you tell us a bit more about him, maybe, since he couldn't join us tonight?
Yeah, so we needed somebody for the off lane, and for whatever reason we thought of Midone. Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
no,
Yeah, you have 3 mid players now.
it's 3 mid
that's
players.
the problem. They're gonna roll.
Okay, who's gonna roll swap?
I mean,
You just roll the dice every time and you adapt?
you've been lifting, right?
Just go mid.
We're gonna set the different. So, no, but basically the way it ended up happening. I mean, Midone is an incredibly talented player. I think we could all testify. We've all played against him. We all felt the pain. His playstyle is very similar to Sumail's, to Topias's, Johans and Martin's. It's quick, it's aggressive, it's impactful. It's just straight up good Dota. I mean, it's the simplest way to put it. He is a mid player indeed. I mean, he used to be, but his playstyle, that's also according to his own point of view. Now he's not here tonight to explain more, but he felt like his playstyle was very suited to the offlane role. Being an offlaner myself, I believe he's easily gonna, if it's not already the case, become one of the greatest offlaners. Like he's gonna outshine whatever I was able to do and whatever people are doing right now. He has the perfect mentality for that. And yeah, I mean, time will tell. Obviously, Dota will speak for itself. But there's going to be some really cool team dynamics to build from that. The fact that there's going to be 2 mid players, I assume, is going to be a nightmare for people to lane against these guys.
Yeah.
Mid players, they're known for the laning process. Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that I'm just not part of. I don't get to play against it anymore. It's going to be scary for the other teams. That's how I look at it. But
You're going to watch this mess from afar. Thompson, what do you think about your new lineup, your new teammates you're going to play alongside with?
I'm so scared to play mid now. Every mistake I make is like Midone and Sumail look at me like, what are you doing, man?
Open the replay. Just first thing is mid.
Yeah. I'm like, please don't judge me. I'm not very good.
Johan and you, I mean, being the 2 only remaining member of the 2019 OG squad, how is this one going to be different? Like, what do you think are going to be the main differences between the roster you used to have and the new team you have now?
I think the main difference, really, is going to be, it's heroes and playstyle. The playstyle will adapt slightly, but the heroes will adapt greatly. And then it's going to be different people, different cultures, different jokes. A lot more people to make fun of Tituan with. Yeah, yeah, right. No.
Okay.
I mean, for me, it's a very exciting project, of course. This is my life. Dota is my life, and I'm yet again blessed with incredible talent. I don't know how it always ends up happening, so I'm just thankful. Can't wait to make shit happen.
I already see the situations where there's going to be a mid hero picked, some Storm Spirit or some Ember, and then it's going to be like, me, everybody's just going to press the button and try to. So we're going to have to find a way to balance that out, but overall it should be pretty cool.
Do you see any challenges, like right now, on top of your head with this lineup?
There are plenty of them, just like any team really. I mean, the truth is there's a lot of talent, but it can also, if we all don't put our hearts into it, and the best we're capable of, to each others, to you know, each and every one of us individually, this can easily be a sinking ship. But it's not going to be, because we're going to make it otherwise, right? And we're going to make this something great and something successful and something that we're going to be happy evolving in. So it's just going to be really exciting. It's new sets of players, profiles. We're all going to be learning from each other's.
Yeah.
Old roster is something of the past now. There's no comparison to be drawn. It was cool while it lasted. It will always be happy memories, but now it's on to the future. It's going to be different in every single aspect, and that's a very positive and that's a cool thing. I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air for everybody. Yeah, it's just going to be fucking great. Like, what can I say?
One more thing, I guess this is going to be better.
Yeah.
That's what it's always going to be. Always.
Same but better.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Really looking forward to
We'll make it work.
Yeah. We're going to take questions from the audience now. Duncan Wardlow, first question. What is one ritual tradition that the old squad had that would be hard to explain to the new squad? Like some weird stuff you used to do before the games and you want to keep tradition, but then you can't get them on board, maybe?
That's a tough one. What would it be?
That's a tough one, I guess. Wow.
What is the darkest secrets of
What kind of
OG
rituals do we have?
preparation?
That
Any
are
monkey rituals you have?
range, yeah, as a team.
Oh. Nothing?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it will be a challenge for everyone to beat this guy in ping pong. That's kind of everybody's goal in the team. And I guess that will be everybody's challenge if I had to pick one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I can't hear anything, so I'm just smiling. I can't hear anything, dude.
Are you good at ping pong?
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, I am.
You are good at ping pong. You think you're better than him?
I can go.
I think so.
You think so?
No, I don't know.
All right, it's on.
All right, it's on.
It's on.
I have another. Go ahead.
Thank God that was about ping pong and not fit.
Bro, I've been practicing.
Oh, really?
I have another question, and it's maybe more for you and you, Notel, because Faxrian is wondering, how do you feel about building a new roster in these conditions in comparison to last time? I mean, last time was a bit rushed when you think about it. But you made the best out of it for sure, but it must be different when you have time to think
It's
about
of course
stuff.
different. I think we're all in a funny...
Yeah.
Dota's in a funny place. The season's in a funny place. I do think it's... it could be better. Timing. But it's also not the worst. It's definitely been worse. Yeah, we don't have much time before the open qualifier, but it all depends on how you look at it. We might be in a bad spot if we're hoping to be the best in 6 days, because nobody can be the best in 6 days. But we're in a fantastic spot for becoming the team that we want to be before TI10. So, fine. I'm happy with boot camping tomorrow. So.
I know people ask you that a lot, but there is no extra pressure for you coming back as the double TI winner. I mean, you don't let people's expectation get into your head, right?
No, there's no pressure at all. There's
Okay.
no pressure for us to deliver anything. There's no pressure for the three guys joining to be up to some standard. Like, they're already up to the standard. Is why they're there. There's not even a standard. Like, we're just lucky to have them. Like, in every sincerely, we respect them. In every aspect of what they bring to the game, and we're just happy to have them, and we're looking forward to learn from them too.
Mm-hmm.
As we've said, and in that sense, no, there's no standard. I mean, we're going to ask each other to give the best that we can to the team, try our best. That's all you can ever be asked for, seriously. That's already great. If we manage to do that, that's great, and whatever comes after is just going to be a positive consequence.
Yeah.
No matter the result, no matter the journey, we're all geared up. We're ready for it. So yeah, whatever
Step
comes.
by step,
Yep,
one game
whatever comes our way.
after another. And I have a question for you, Notel, and I feel like many people have been wondering this. I mean, with you, Seb, stepping down, you're going to be leading the team differently now without Seb's guidance, if I may say. And yes, CSHM is wondering, do you think that your work will now be bigger as a leader?
I view it more like Seb helping the team how he can is going to be even more beneficial. This is kind of what he was doing from the inside, so I feel like he was wearing two hats.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going to be able to wear one hat, and you always wear one hat better than two. Two hats just look silly, right? So no, in that sense, I think there's going to be less work to do. And also more freedom, hopefully a less toxic offlaner.
God. I was hoping we're gonna not gonna tackle that part. No,
No. But
Okay.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course, need Seb around. If Seb wouldn't be here, Dota would be missing the best brain that the game had. So we don't want that to happen, right? We need it. We need it, Seb. Saksa, tell him we need it.
We need you.
No, I mean, he's way too tall for me to argue with him. Like, okay, man, I'll do
Too much pressure.
whatever you need from me. I'll do it.
Can't even move on. And a good follow-up question on that from Viltu Temisto is, with Seb, Jerax, and Anna leaving, how do you think it will impact the gameplay of OG as a whole? And I'm actually asking the whole team here. How do you think it's going to impact the gameplay of OG? Losing 3 members.
I mean, if we had to play 2 versus 5, it would impact
2 versus
quite
5
a lot.
would be complicated. Yeah.
I mean,
Back-to-back TI winner, 2 versus 5 would be good.
It's hard to give us like a clear answer to that question. I mean, obviously, it's going to impact it in a lot of different ways. I don't think we're able to tell how much it's going to impact it, but the truth is, it doesn't really matter because, you know, with other people getting on board, it's gonna be a totally different team. Like that's what I think we really want to get across. Like that's a good thing. Thank God it's going to be a different team. We're not going to try to mimic what existed. It doesn't make any sense. And no, by definition, it has to be different. It's healthy. It's great. We also want to move forward. Learn. We want to learn from these 3 guys. Basically that's it.
I'm better today than I was yesterday, and I'll be better tomorrow than I am today. Therefore, we will be the best at TI 10 that we can be.
So looking forward to tomorrow.
Nice saying. Yeah, we'll see how the team evolves in this competition. And another question from Jay Hunter is it hard? Actually, it's one advice for professional players as a whole. Is it hard to keep the fire going? And it's understandable that OG went through some struggles. You and Saksa, as we said. What is the best advice you could give a professional player?
Mine would be to...
All of you. We're going to go through all of you.
Yeah. Mine would be to just, be open-minded, obviously. Listen to what people have to say, take criticism. But at the end of the day, once you took criticism, just like self-reflect and believe in yourself, right? So if you feel like you should keep going, just keep going. If you feel like you shouldn't, just listen to yourself. But if you feel like you should keep going, don't let anybody talk you out of it. Just, keep going.
Saksa, any advice you could give?
Well, to be the best, you have to be able to enjoy the game and enjoy playing the game. That's how you'll be the best version of yourself. So if you want to get better at the game, you just have to enjoy playing the game and try to get better just by playing.
Strive. And Johan, any advice you could give?
Get the range creep. No. It's very much like Seb wants. If you really do want to see yourself become the best, you gotta want it, and you have to ask yourself, do I really want it, and be honest with yourself. And then you can also do things to help yourself want it more. You can fuel your own motivation and treat it. I think asking yourself how bad do you want it?
Okay.
Do I really want it more or not?
Topson, how do you become a champion? What is the best advice you can give to a professional player?
How to win TIs, man?
You have to always self-reflect. Actually think about, do you actually how much do you want it, and what do you actually want what do you want to do with your life, and what is most important to you, and if playing as a pro is most important to you, then you you know it, and you're okay, I'll give everything for it, and then just it will come if you really want.
Sumel, I know you don't hear us from the other side of the couch, but did you hear the question?
Yeah, I read it. I read it on the screen. So
your advice?
I feel like you have to stop playing for a while, or just take a break to realize how much you want to do it. And the hunger is the most important part. I think talent and hunger, they go hand in hand. It doesn't matter if you put a lot of effort if you don't really have the same drive. So the hunger has to be there, and talent, and that's how you make it.
We still have one. I think that's it for the question. Oh, there's one more. Okay, from Catnip Capper. Come on. Who's asking who was the best dancer in OG and what will change with the new roster?
Seb's the best dancer. Seb is by far the best dancer. Did you manage to see it?
Yeah,
we saw it, right? It was at Epicenter. We got him to dance again.
Yeah.
This guy, so I knew him for already 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And then we go to an after party, and I make him dance for the first time. And that night I learned you did hip hop dancing for 8 years or 10 years or something.
Yeah, I used to do that before Dora, so it's quite
Yeah. So the more you know, this guy is pretty good at dancing.
I'll be the mascot for the team. I'll just be dancing in the background to just hype them up.
So it would be crazy if somebody's better. Has somebody done more than 8 years of hip hop dancing?
I have definitely not.
Have you done any dancing?
Dance? No.
Are you a good dancer?
No. I'll be by far the worst.
Okay.
I'll teach you guys.
Is there anything you would like to add about this new roster before we move on to the last announcement of the evening?
No. I think everything
what
has
should
been
I be looking forward to as a League fan? As you know, what should I be looking forward to when it comes to OG in 2020? Give me one reason to watch you guys the whole way.
If you're
I will.
Honestly,
Let's go.
I think you just be looking forward to the next game. These guys are gonna be playing.
Mad Dota.
Yeah.
Mad Dota.
Mad Dota.
Yeah,
Mad
that's
Dota.
good. Yeah, that's good enough. I like
Wise
that.
words, Mad Dota in 2020. And for the last announcement of the evening, I would like you, Seb, and Thompson to swap because I want him to hear what I has to say. So yeah, let's swap.
All right.
1 sec. Because yeah, this is an announcement for you, Thompson. There is something happening. I don't know if you know about it. Some kind of documentary about you.
Oh,
Yeah?
right.
Yeah? You want to see a trailer?
Sure.
Okay, let's watch the trailer.
Olihan se silleen, että se on eka ensimmäinen iso turnaus. Oli enempi suorituspainoja uutta.
It was like my first big tournament, and I won it. After the second one, people started like, you're pretty good. Life just changed.
Thompson to Godson. I mean, are you honored to have like your own documentary after only 2 years playing professionally?
Yeah, of course. It's really exciting. Like making this
Yeah?
documentary is something I don't like to do these things, but it's like
Why?
I think about it like I should do it. Like it's such an honor to do things like that, and I'm really happy that I did it.
Tell me about it. Like they followed you home with your family, everything. How did this happen? Like, how long did it take? Tell me the
It
details.
was a 3-day-long
Okay.
filming session, and yeah, they came to Oulu, or my like family city,
Mhm.
and yeah, they just came to our house and filmed just me doing my normal daily things, and yeah.
Are you excited to see it? Nervous, maybe?
Yeah, not really excited. I'm like, I don't want to see myself on the camera, so I'm like.
Aw. Well, I think it's going to be a beautiful piece, and you can find it on YouTube. On Red Bull right after this stream ends. You can find it tonight, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. This is almost the end of our evening. I want to let you guys have the final word because this was your night. I hope you're excited about everything that happened. New exciting things for OG in 2020. So yeah, let's just take a step back on the whole evening and tell me what you feel about this. What you feel about all these announcements that were made.
Exciting year ahead. That's it.
Yeah?
Very exciting year ahead.
It's been a long couple
A lot
months.
of excitement.
And it's a lot of, I can't wait to get back to playing. That's me right now. I can't wait to play. That's all I can say. And thank you guys for coming out tonight. And
Yeah.
thanks to everyone who made all of this happen, of course. Wow. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's like, I know, somebody could have told us this a year ago or 2 years ago.
Hey, especially 2 years ago. If you could talk to yourself from 2 years ago and say, okay, it's gonna end up this way. We're gonna have this night announcing another team in another game, having a new lineup, going for maybe a third title in 2020. I mean, would you have believed it?
I mean, 2 years ago, probably would have told myself, stay strong, bro. You know, like,
Keep it up. Yeah.
Stay strong, bro.
I think I would have laughed my ass off if somebody told me this story.
Yeah. Would not have believed it. So yeah.
Anything you would like to say to the fans before we go?
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support, the inspiration too, because that's where it comes from also. I think there are a lot of times in your career where it's you can be down, feel down, but people lift you up. Fans do that too by just showing support and appreciation. So in that sense, yeah, just thank you. I mean, what can I say? Thank you for everything.
Yeah. And thank you for being with me tonight and joining us on stream for the OG Night. That's a wrap for this show. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you all, everyone, for following the night, following the stream. More announcements will come throughout the year and throughout this season. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. I'll see you guys soon.
Take home a championship. A team ranked dead last by the majority of pundits. Can they really do the impossible? But this is a story about something much more than a game.
We went into it with the mentality that friendship will win in the end.
You have to believe it in your guts that it's not over. Because obviously everything around you is telling you it's over.
The ultimate underdog story.
Every good Dota team understands the phrase, a good teammate. All 6 of them.
Now looking back at it, this changed my life.